Hello, everyone. Thank you for coming back to our YouTube channel, Post Surgery Care of Atlanta, where aftercare matters the most. My name is Jillian, and I am the owner of Post Surgery Care of Atlanta. And tonight or today, whenever you're watching this video, I'm going to be talking about one of the mistakes that I have learned while growing my business for the last 5 years. And believe me, I have made a lot of mistakes. I have. And they weren't anything like life threatening, but they were just, common mistakes that new entrepreneurs don't know about business. Um, we kind of we're very trusting. We're very eager. We're ready to take off. We're ready to become you know entrepreneur of the year on Time magazine's Forbes magazine, and I was one of them. And I've gotten a lot better now, where I've gotten more calmer. I've been through a lot more experiences with clients, with referral partners, with just meeting all different types of people. I can say that I have met at least 1,000 people from 2007 to 2022, this date, September 11, 2022, that I at least have met 1,000 people. So that's a lot of people. That's including my patients. That I've met that many people, those many interactions, personalities, different perspectives, all different cultural backgrounds, economical, social economic backgrounds. So I would tell you it. I have made a lot of mistakes as an entrepreneur, single member LLC, and I would say the first one that I have made was believing that every person that I meet is going to be the $1 million person that's going to send all these influx of patients to me. And that's not so. It's really not. It's a lot. There's a lot of processing that goes on, and a lot of people that I've met, they were great people. Um, and it was all just a great conversation, a great experience at that moment, but it did not materialize into anything. I mean, even if I have followed up with them multiple times, it just haven't really materialized into anything. And then some have. Um, and into great relationships. Some have sent referrals my way, and those referrals, some of them have bought, some of them didn't. But I definitely have learned from. I would say that I'm in the process of learning from that particular mistake that I still sometimes still do, where I'm thinking like, okay, this is it. This person is very eager. They want to help me. They want to send me all these different people to do an introduction of who I am, what my business is, and a lot of the contacts that they are sending me to, they have the patients, they have access to bringing these type of patients to me, but it just doesn't work like that. It's not just like, oh yeah, I know Jane. I met Jane on Tuesday, and she's eager to help me, and so she's setting me up with these introductions, and I'm going to these networking events that she has personal connection with. That okay, this is I'm now about to hit the big momentum, and really that's not the case. It's leading up to it, but there's so many processes of steps that have to be. People have to get to know you, they have to like you and trust you. So trust takes a while. It can take years. So that's one mistake that I truly have made early on, thinking that, okay, one person is going to change my business from zero to 1 million patients. And that's one thing that I can really say that I really have matured. I won't say that I have mastered the learning from that mistake, but I have matured to having a more of a patient mindset, and understanding more of the process, that it's a blessing that people are wanting to help me. It's a blessing for people who are saying, hey, I'm going to put you with these key contacts that I know, that I've been in relationship with for years, to, hey, yeah, the service that you provide can definitely be a point of contact, be a great benefit to these services. But those people do not know me. So I've definitely have learned more of getting more the understanding of the art of patience, and understanding that there has to be a process, and the process is long. It's very, very long. So I have I've gotten a lot better. I've gotten more patience in understanding that it's a process within the process of meeting this one person at a networking event, and they're eager to help me. So I'm getting to know this person, but then also I'm being introduced to these people who connected to the person who I met. But then, you know, if they feel comfortable even having a conversation with me. So it's everything is by personal choice of people wanting to engage with me, have a conversation, repeatedly have these conversations. And many times I'm doing a lot of the initiation of emailing, calling, let's set up a one-to-one, and one-to-ones are having a one-to-one time with an individual, getting to know them, and not so much about what they do for a living, and that's a part of it, but just really getting to know the organic person of them. Like, well, who are you, Jillian? Who are you, Bill? Where did you grow up? Are you originally from Atlanta? Where did you go to high school? So just really getting some background information on who is this person. Because it's very rare for someone just to kind of say, hey, I got a referral. It could happen, but many times it's a process. So I would say that was one of the 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 number one mistakes that I have made, definitely in the beginning of my business, is thinking that one person is going to bring this influx of patients to me. I would say number two, I don't want to make this video too long, but number two, I would say the mistakes that I've made is um, understanding how that understanding that not taking a rejection in a personal way, but as an objective rejection. And what I mean saying that is, many times, regular Joe, regular Sally's, we work regular jobs. We have our friends, our family, and many times in those type of relationships, if someone says no, we we take it personal, and we kind of address things in a more of a personal way. But in business, it's very rare a personal thing. It's more so, it's just, I don't feel that this is a good fit for me, as in from from a professional standpoint. So I had to really learn that hey, someone may have said, yes, I want to connect with you one on one, but then they turn around and say, well, hey, I don't want to. Or they may not verbally say it, but they put their body language, and get into a place where I'm not taking offense to that, like in a personal way, but more so in an objective, professional perspective. It's like, oh, well, it's just for business, you just don't want to. But it took me some time, and I definitely had to do a lot of inner work personally for myself in building up my own self confidence and my self value, and knowing that everything is not a personal offense of saying, like, no, Jillian, you as a person, you're terrible. You as a person is not a good fit. But my business, and where the stage of my business is, it could definitely not be where it's a good fit for where they're going, or what they're doing. So really getting a better understanding about that, and separating personal from professional. That I'm I'm in a professional realm with professional people who have a lot of different moving parts. I'm meeting people at different stages of their career, of their business. I meet some that's just starting out, some who are been in the business for a while, who still trying to figure it out. Then have some who are scaling, who hasn't been in it long, but they're scaling really fast. And then you have those who are very seasoned, the veterans of business, where they are very well established. So just getting an understanding of that, and building up thick skin, and knowing that nothing is personal, it's only business. And I would say that, yes, definitely is number two, that I've definitely gotten better with that, and knowing that is never personal, but it's business. And knowing how to address those rejections from a professional standpoint, and say, okay, fine. And sometimes I have learned that sometimes it's not even appropriate for me to even give a response. Sometimes it's best for me just to allow the person who has rejected me professionally and my business to have the last word, and just leave it as that. Because um, I never want to position myself to where I can be viewed as, or portrayed as, oh, she's being argumentative. It's, so I'm definitely had to really work on that. I really did. Really, really did. Had to really do a lot of personal work, and still doing it. But I've gotten to a better place emotionally and mentally, and got to a place of like, hey, we've been in this business now for a while. We know there's going to be people that's going to reject your business, and not so much of saying it's not a good business, but it's not a fit for where they're going, and their plans. So and I would say that one in particular has helped me a lot in knowing how to navigate um, through a lot of different experiences with people. Because definitely you have a lot of people that talk a lot of, they bring up a lot of smoky mirrors, or I won't say smoky mirrors, but a lot of smoke. They say a lot of things, oh, I'm going to help you, oh, we're going to have this one-to-one meeting, we're going to do this, and turn out I could never get in touch with them. And I used to really take it personal, and I really say, you know what? This is not a personal thing. This is strictly professional. Um, it's a professional judgment on the other person part of saying, I thought, but then now I had time to think about it. I don't want to. And people have the choice to do that. Because believe me, I have been in that position on my end where I met someone at a networking event. I was like, oh yeah, we can have a networking event. But then as time went on, I was like, well, this is not quite the fit that I thought. This is not a person that I really want to really connect with. So it happens either way. So it definitely brought me into a different, broader perspective in understanding that it happens. It's not personal, it's all business. So I didn't want to make this video too much long, but I just wanted just to give you all this some more deep dive, organic view of Jillian behind Post Surgery Care of Atlanta, and just some of my experiences and mistakes. And so I'll probably have to do another video similar to this, to where I talk about more of my mistakes from the past 5 years of being in business. And I will tell you, there has been a great bit of mistakes, but mistakes is our teachers. It's not something that we need to um, condemn ourselves about, but actually celebrate and allow it to say, how should I address this issue again in the near future, because it's going to happen again. And doing it better to where I'm always positioning myself for professional growth and also personal growth, but then also not distorting the view of other people about me and about my business. Because circles are very small and everyone knows everyone. So we will definitely have more conversations, or more videos about my mistakes. So there will definitely be more coming. Hopefully this have helped you in your journey of your business. If you're starting a business, and hey, definitely put your, you know, mistakes, one or two mistakes that you have learned starting your business or being in business, because I definitely want to read it and start this dialogue on how and how did you rebound from it? How did you allow it to be your teacher in learning how to become better, and to how to address this issue when it comes up again in a more professional, polished, more mature way, and not the way of, oh, I'm just a average Sally, talking to my friends. So I hope you all have a blessed night. If you like this video, click the thumb up and also subscribe to this channel. If you would like a virtual consultation of the services, um, on my website, www.postsurgeryatlanta.org. You can definitely book a virtual consultation, and I would definitely love to talk with you so we can definitely design your individual care plan to get you ready, your treatment for your surgery. But until then, y'all have a blessed night. See you later.